All right, here we are, going live. All right, I'm going to turn to the window. All right, everyone has a good view of the presentation. Can someone please say yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
All right, so first and foremost, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. This is the first meeting after 7 weeks now since we started remote learning that me, Ms. Poe, the 8th grade counselor, is hosting for you. Um, I've been, for the past 7 weeks, my time has been devoted primarily to support the teachers and the students in remote learning, and also validating attendance on the daily basis, and also working with families on a one-to-one basis. But again, this is week 7 of remote learning. We still have 6 weeks to go before the end of the school year, which is going to be June 26th. I'm going to go over quickly the norms for this conference. Please mute all your microphones so we don't listen to interference from the noise coming from your end into the presentation. If you need to speak, you will be allowed to do so further into the presentation. Wait for the presentation to end to ask questions, please. Many of the information that I'm sharing with you today is going to answer a lot of your questions, but if there's no clarity, at the end we'll be more than happy to address them. All 8th grader students should be sitting next to you, listening to this presentation. And last but not least, you can type your questions on the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and speak up. The agenda is going to include information about high school offers and waitlist, the grading policy for the 8th graders, the ring orders that were made back in November, diploma distributions for students that will meet graduation promotion to the 9th grade, picture orders for students that took the picture, moving up ceremony, which now is going to be a virtual moving up ceremony and is still scheduled for June 24, dress code and music performance by students, and a tassel project for graduates virtual profile, which I'm going to get into more details about what that means. I'd like to ask if Mr. Mercedes or Ms. Verona are present, or Ms. Harris. If you can please let me know if you're online.
I'm here, Ms. Verona, Ms. Poe.
Thank you, Ms. Verona. So some of the items on the agenda, I may ask some of the our administrators and support staff to join in and explain the item on the agenda. So right now, daily attendance. If some of the announcements that we want to make sure we cover tonight, daily attendance is still going on. Please help us have your kids check their attendance every morning. I continue to receive questions such as, Miss, I did it on the teacher, homeroom teacher website. I sent an email. Where do I do it? There are various ways to do it. You can text me. You can email any of us. You can put it on the teacher, on the teacher's Google Classroom every morning when you checked in. But you need to check your attendance. It is of most importance that we record that you are okay every single day, because DOE is monitoring with us our interactions with students. So we need to show, demonstrate that we are interacting with all our families every single day. Parents emails update. We're still collecting parents emails. If you have not shared your email, please do so at this time. We will take note of it. If you already share it, do it again, because we can always make sure that we recorded initially correctly. Baby pictures. We sent an email asking 8th graders, please email me your baby pictures ASAP. Without baby pictures, they won't be in the yearbook, and then your yearbook is gonna miss them. So we won't be able to have that memory as part of the yearbook for all your children. So every student can take a baby picture, they can text it to me, or they can take a picture and email it to me as well. Internet and social media safety note. Just quickly, parents, please monitor the way your kids are using the internet. Using the internet, whether it's with us or with other people, it is still important that parents are vigilant or where your children go and who your children are engaging virtually every day. Sometimes kids get bored and they end up in the wrong places or talking to the wrong people. So please, I know many of you trust your kids, but it's important that you never forget to make time when they're not expected for you to go in and check in what they are up to. So that's very important. We have Mr. Duran, would you like to provide the announcement for parent engagement every week?
So yes, thank you, Ms. Well. So every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, we have the parents meeting for the our English-speaking families. And for Spanish-speaking families, every Thursday at 4 o'clock. It's always the same ID. I always send the emails on Tuesdays. Or you could see whatever emails in the past, and it's always the same IDs for the particular meeting. And we always have guest speakers. This week we're going to have Dr. Rosendo, the doctor from the nurse's office in MS390, and also we're going to have one of the coaches for the application Lightsail. She's going to talk about reading and the application overall. Thank you very much.
Okay. In addition, since we started the remote learning in a way for us to continue engaging our 8th grade students, I am conducting weekly, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesday at 2 p.m. sessions with the kids. On Mondays, I do decision-making scenarios. On Tuesday, we do college virtual tours. And on Wednesdays, I cook from my kitchen and I share easy recipes to expose the kids to something that for some parents is a concern because they're very young, but yet we always need to think ahead that this is a life skill, and the sooner they start learning these skills, the better off they are going to be later on in life. Ms. Rios, are you available to talk about the tutoring?
Hi guys, so we took a poll last week for the 8th graders to see what classes they're having most difficulty with, and at this time it seems that it's math and ELA. So we got a teacher and a CUNY tutor to volunteer their time via Google Meet. Tuesday, Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m. for math with Mr. Paller, and on Fridays from 12 to 1 with Mr. Alcantara, which is more for Spanish-speaking or ESL students. And then myself and Ms. Shoshana, which is our intern for guidance, has also volunteered. So we're doing social studies ELA from 12 to 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Ms. Paul,
Yes, ma'am.
I shared something in regards to parents' email.
Yes, please.
Yes, and I know that as part of the announcements, Ms. Paul reminded the parents that they need, we would like to have their email address. And the reason behind it is that if you would like to have access to Google Classroom and see the assignments and know when the assignments are due and when teachers have a new post on Google Classroom, you will be able to do that if you provide your email address to us. So teachers will be able to enter your email address and you would get notifications from Google Classroom. Also, we are in the process of allowing parents to also have access to Lightsail. So Lightsail is a reading platform that our students use in the building and now during remote learning. So if you would like to have access in terms of the Lexile level, the reading level, and how much progress they're making on Lightsail, and including how many minutes they're reading on a daily basis, we will also need your your email address. And I noticed that some parents are already entering on the chat their email address. So please, before the meeting ends, if you can provide your email address to us, we would appreciate it.
All right, thank you. I'm talking about emails. As you know, all your kids have MS290 emails, and many times we relied on that email to have the student share the information with you. If you feel comfortable having access to your child's email, so you can get every information that we send them, please just check in with us. We will give you their access, login information and password, so you can have access from your own phone to check all the emails that go to your student, to the student's email. All right, so high school offers. By now, 176 of our students have received a high school offer. A high school offer automatically means that out of all the schools that you have applied, one of the schools found that they are a match for your child. Therefore, they send you a letter earlier in March. And also, I have been communicating with you, and Ms. Shoshana has been communicating with you, and Ms. Rios has also been communicating with you to confirm that you have received this offer. Many parents, despite of the fact that they included that school name in the list of schools that they applied to, they were not happy or satisfied with the offer. So many of those parents decided that they want to participate in the waitlist process. The waitlist school process means that if we add up more schools to consider your child for September, you're going to be on a waiting list. And a waiting list means that if those schools that you include in the waiting list will have a seat anytime between now and the second week in June, they're going to call you and they're going to tell you, this is ABC school and we have a seat and you are waitlisted with us. Do you want the seat? And if the answer is yes, then the school is going to ask you to call me. So at my end, I can go in and drop off the first offer that you currently have, and it will be replaced with the second offer from the waitlist school that called you. Now, this is not guaranteed. Being in a waitlist doesn't mean that you are going to have a choice to go to another school. It means that if it happens, the school that you have waitlisted will call you and offer it to you, but it is not guaranteed that they're going to call you. So with that said, it is important that you understand the school offer that you already have right now, that is the secure offer that you have. And it happens to be one of the schools that your child and you put down when you did the My School application. So that school is not there out of a magic hat. It is one of the 12 or 6 or 5 schools that you put into the application when you did it back in December. In addition to that, if you are thinking about sending your kids to charter school, you have to let me know by June 1st. The reason why is that if I don't know that your child is going to a charter school, that means that I'm going to assume that your child is going to the offer public school, and I'm going to send your child's records to the public choice school. I'm not going to send your child's record to the charter school. So it is super important that you reach out to me by email and you say, Ms. Poe, my child is going to be attending in September to Leadership Charter Academy. Can you please make sure that you know that with the DOE? So once I know that with the DOE is not going to be calling you in September, harassing you, oh, why your child is not here in school? Because we're going to take care of that in June. You let me know my child is going to charter school, I will make sure that I made the right notation so the records are sent to the right school that your child will be attending.
Ms. Poe, there's a question in the chat, and I'm just gonna add a little bit to the question. Mary would like to know if high schools look at the grades, and I'm assuming that she means either high school when she applied or high school now in the waiting list, plus the charter schools.
Yes, they look at the children holistically. The only schools that look at the kids' grade are the schools called screen schools. If you apply to a screen schools and you don't have the grades that they're looking for or the test scores that you are looking for, that school is not going to consider you. But then all the other schools look at the kids holistically. They look at the grades, they look at the attendance, and they look at the readiness for high school. All right, the grading policy. The teachers has been talking to students about the grading policy. I know that the parents have been attending the Wednesdays and Thursday parent engagement, and this presentation has also been shared with the parents about how kids are going to be graded towards the end of the year. So far we know this much. We are not going to use grades. We are going to use letters that determine whether your child is meeting the standards, whether your child needs improvement, or whether your child has work in progress. Whichever category your child will fall in, everything is going to encapsulate these 3 items. Your child needs to check attendance, your child needs to participate, and your child needs to perform via remote learning. If teachers have enough evidence that your child checks attendance, your child is participating in the video conferences that they host every single week, and your child is performing academically via remote learning, teachers will have enough evidence to recommend that the child gets promoted to the 9th grade. Now, students that get a recommendation labeled work in progress, that means that the child is going to be recommended to continue doing the same work that they're not doing now, to do it over the summer. The month of July and half of August, they will continue providing remote learning summer. So students that are not doing what they're supposed to do now, they'll be expected to do the same type of work over the summer. So please be mindful. We have 6 weeks to go. If in 6 weeks to go, we cannot demonstrate that students are ready to do high school work, what is the likelihood you know in your children that they will have the stamina to keep up with the work 6 more weeks during the summer? So please work with us. Please reach out to us. Please push your kids to engage daily and to show that they know what they're doing, that they're understanding. Because if they show that they're learning and we see that they're learning, that's all we need to see. Any questions, Mr. Duran, on the chat?
I've been answering some via chat as well, Poe, just to kind of
help out. Thank you. All right. Next one, ring orders and diploma distribution. Okay, rings for those parents that order rings. I can safely say that out of 176 students, about 25 students order a graduation ring back in November. Out of those 25 rings, about 7 kids came back and noticed that the ring had a typo. There was a misprinting on the ring. So we had to send those rings back. The rings are going to be arriving into the school building sometime at the end of this month. But as you know, we cannot go into the building to distribute anything. We have no permission to do that. So the rings are going to stay there until we get directives from the Department of Education to open the school building so we can go in, set up phone calls to let you know when you can come in and pick it up in person. The same thing is going to happen to the diplomas. Once the students graduate in the month of June, we will have their diplomas ready. And once we open the school building, we will make phone calls to have parents and students to come by to sign out their diplomas.
Ms. Poe, we have a question. They want to know if they have to pay separately for the yearbook.
Okay, we're going to get there. For the yearbook, we're going to go there. All right, so right now we have a picture orders, and we are explaining it to you in 2 categories. And there's good and bad news about the categories. We have 176 8th graders. And out of 176 8th graders, we only had 90 kids that took the pictures and all the kids took the picture, but only 90 kids pay for the picture. If you took the picture and you pay for the picture, your pictures are ready, but there is no way they're gonna get to you until we get a day to open the school so you can come and pick them up from us. The DOE does not want any independent vendor delivering anything to the students, because that will mean that we have to share your personal addresses, and DOE find it to be very sensitive, and therefore we are not doing that. So again, to pick up pictures that are ready, those that were paid, the 90 of you, I have the list. You can reach out to me directly or to Mr. Duran. We can give you confirmation. Once we have those pictures in our hands sometime in June, we're gonna devise a plan so the pictures can be somehow get to you, because you're not gonna be allowed to come into the building in June either. The DOE is working in preparing some sort of contract with a courier, and that courier, which is paid by the DOE, will take on the task to make sure that anything that needs to get to you gets to you. Now, the students that took the picture and did not pay the picture, you have a luxury. We are going to share with you by email the information of the photo company. You can go onto the website, you can reach out to them, and you can order the pictures online and pay for delivery directly with them at your own responsibility, at your own liability. And they can email and they can send them to you, ship them to you via post office or whichever carrier they have. But people that took the picture and have not paid are the only ones that have that ability to do that. So if you want more information about that, just reach out to us via email and we will send you the information so you can contact the photography company. Any questions about pictures? Okay.
No.
All right, so moving up ceremony. Right now, we are going to have a virtual moving up ceremony. Honestly, we've been researching about it. We see how it looks. It's not very complex, but it's an option. It is something that's been around at the college level since 2010 for students that decide to go to college virtually, because they don't go to a campus, but they do their coursework virtually and they get to earn their degrees virtually. So since 2010, this has been a movement and a trend. So we are going to resort to do this time around. Our virtual moving up ceremony is scheduled for June 24th. We don't have the directive from the DOE as to who is going to be our provider, but as soon as DOE provide that information to us, we're gonna email it to you and to the students' email as well, so you can have the information. We're also gonna call on a meeting like this one, so we can answer more questions in depth about this particular topic, virtual moving up ceremony, June 24th. Dress code. Students are not going to wear the gown, but we are working with a vendor that is going to facilitate the caps. So we're gonna order the caps with the tassels, and we are going to be able to order a senior class 2020 t-shirt. Once that gets delivered to the school building, we are gonna try to get permission from central office so one person can go into the building to pack everything, so the contract courier from the DOE can come into the building, take all these packages that we're gonna bundle up and send them to home. In that package, which we are expecting to prepare it between June 11th and June 12th, we will include the cap and tassel, the senior t-shirt, the yearbook, and the pictures that you have paid for. The ring is not gonna be included in there because it's a small jewel and we don't want it to be lost. Those 4 items are to be packed between June 10 and 11th, and we're hoping that the carrier delivery can come into the building sometime June 12th, pick it up, and make sure that they deliver these items to your households. So make sure that your addresses are updated with us, that we have the right address, because if you don't get your package, it's not going to be because probably we made a mistake, but because we never got the correct address from you. Whatever we have right now is whatever we got from you since before June 12th when the school building was closed. So if there's anything new, you must let us know so we can make corrections at our end.
Ms. Paul, there's a mother that she wants to know what color would the cap be?
The cap for the girls is going to be white, and for the boys is going to be royal blue. Those are the colors of the school. And the t-shirt is going to be probably a light blue t-shirt, blending in between the two colors, with the message for the class of 2020. So we all can be uniform.
Are we doing the virtual graduation ceremony on Google Meet?
We don't know that, miss. We have to wait for DOE to let us know.
Right, Mary wanted to know.
Yeah, DOE have to let us know. Once we know, we're gonna do a meeting just like this one to go over that particular item. All right, parents, we need your help. Mr. Duran, can you tell me how many parents we have on participating tonight?
We have more or less like about 20.
Okay, so if you are friends or acquaintance with any other parents that were not here this evening, sharing this information with them will be really appreciated if you have contact with any of them. The more we know, the more informed we are, the better we are equipped to make decisions. So for the 8th grade, we are trying to put together for the moving up ceremony a music video project. And we are utilizing a rap song that was taken from Hamilton, a Broadway play that has a song titled My Shot. The song is a rap, it's very empowering, the lyrics are very empowering. And we have a software at our end, our music teacher, Ms. Mayer, that she will take a student self-recording to put it together so they can make it look like all the students are being part of a bigger puzzle, which is everyone rapping the song. Now, we presented this idea to our students about almost 2 weeks ago, and we have not been very successful of getting 8th graders participating. Granted, we understand that we cannot force students to do something they don't want. But again, I have appealed to the fact that they may not have the maturity to understand the importance of this now, but 10 years from now, they're gonna look back and they will have the maturity to say and remember, wow, I was part of this. So we are asking parents, if you can please intercede for us and ask your children to follow this small project. It doesn't have to be the whole song, as I explained to them. It doesn't have to be, anything they're not comfortable with the lyrics. They can pick even the choir of the lyric and rap it as they record themselves with headphones listening to the song. We cannot listen to the song because we're gonna put the song on the background, but we need to listen to them singing. And the only reason why they need to have the headphones on is because they need to be listening to the song as they read it, so they can keep up with the rhythms and the beats. So we can tune that video with our software and make everything look like we made it ourselves live. But everything is going to be virtually put together. Second, the TASO project for graduating virtual students. And I know this. There's a difference between the adults and teenagers. And I was talking about this with one of our counselors this morning. We adults have no problem sharing our images when we are conducting these video conferences. And one of the reasons for that is because we have the maturity and the confidence to engage in a conversation virtually, face to face with someone else. Our students, our teenagers, are not comfortable doing that. Most of them don't want to show their faces. Most of them have on their profile pictures, on their profile pictures, they have cartoons, they have images of things that are not human. And again, that's okay. That's how they identify at this time of their life. But if we do the virtual ceremony, we are expecting them to show their faces. Now, because again, we cannot force them to do that because it is a challenge that we all are having. Miss Soriano, the digital art teacher, came up with this idea. She's willing to work with students that are not willing to show their faces during the virtual ceremony, create a virtual tassel digitally that they can use and put it on their profile picture. So that day, when their name is called, or when they are part of the video that we are putting together, that image of that tassel that they did for themselves, representing themselves, it is what it's going to show. So that is just an alternative that we have, because honestly, I will open the floor. We do not know what else to do. Your children are not open to show their faces. They're not open to self-record themselves and be part of this music project that is for their memories and for your memories as parents. So with that said, I am going to open the mic and the chat for you to please express your concerns or any questions you have.
Thank you for all that information. I still have that question regarding the yearbook, if there's a price for the yearbook, if we haven't already paid for it.
No, you haven't paid for it, and we are trying to pay for it. So if you have to pay for it, we will let you know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Poe, I have ready here an example of what you want to do with the video.
Right. Can you present it?
I don't think so. You have I could put the link and you could present it on your side.
All right, perfect. So please share it with me. You're gonna send it to my email?
It's in the chat. I put it on the chat already.
All right, so let me go to the chat. All right, so let's see if we can. All right, here we go.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall, no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, to reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
All right, so that is just an idea of what we are trying to do. Let me remove, please forgive me, I'm trying to stop so I can show my face again to all of you. All right, here I am. So that is the idea that we are trying to do. Now, we're not doing a song because it's very difficult to tune everybody's voices to the rhyme of a song. We are doing a rap. It is the easiest way, and everyone can rap. You don't need to have the most splendid, virtuoso voice to do a rap. All they need to do is literally, I will show you a piece of the song that we are trying to do, and this is what we are asking them. We are putting together a demo about the song I'm about to present to you, and we're gonna hopefully send it to all of them tomorrow so they can have an idea. So we're gonna have actually a teacher doing a demo so to see if they can buy in. I know a lot of them are not comfortable showing their faces straightforward the way I'm doing, but I've been talking to 8th graders and I tell them, just give me an angle so I know it's you. We need to know it's you that is rapping that piece of the song. Again, out of the song that I'm about to show you, they could do any part of it. They could do the whole thing. They can do the chorus. They can do literally any part. They can do 5 seconds, 10 seconds of it. Whatever they do, it will be a contribution to the bigger piece. So let me go back to presentation so I can show you what is the song that we are having in mind. Thank you for the baby pictures. They are rolling like crazy. I really appreciate that. All right. So this email was one of the emails sent to the kids. We have sent this email to them 3 times, and this is what we're asking them to do. Put your headphones, just like in the picture, and rap any part of this song that you feel comfortable with, and do it like nobody's watching you. I guess I have too many windows open.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I might get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is sober. New York City streets get cold. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around, runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution. generation in this century. Enter me. He says in parentheses. Don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not thrown away, not shot. I am not thrown away, not shot. Yeah, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not thrown away, not shot. I am not thrown away, not shot. I am not thrown away, my shot. And I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not thrown away, my shot. You got to take a shot.
I dream of life without the monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how you say? I use anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky with my
Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice, and I got child knuckleheads and local parentes. I'm joining a rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants, so don't take shit. And but we'll never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die. Wait till I sally in on the stallion with the first black battalion. Never another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you. But the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lawrence, I like you a lot. That's how you plot, blacker than the kettle calling the pot. What are the odds of God who put us all in one spot? Pop to the squad and conventional wisdom, like it or not. A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I am not gonna make my shot. I am not gonna make my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country. I'm not scrappy and hungry. I'm not gonna make my shot. I am not gonna make my shot. I am not gonna make my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country. I'm not scrappy and hungry. And I'm not gonna make my shot. Everybody sing like, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. Whoa, let him hear you. Let's go. I said, shout it to the top. Sit to the top. Come on, let's go. Rise up when you're living on your knees. You rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up! I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast and we laugh, reach for a blast. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Where all the hungriest brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. Roll like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, let it guarantee a freedom for our descendants. But with the blood we shed, begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants. I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not thrown away my shot. I am not thrown away.
Okay. All right, so that is the songing project, and we're just waiting for kids to brave up and be courageous and do their little piece of the puzzle so we can put it together. Our last day to collect them is going to be Friday, and whoever we get, if only 10 people do it, then we'll do it with 10 people. But remember, those are the 10 people that are going to get to give you this gift of memory to your virtual moving up ceremony. Any questions?
Ms. Roja has a question in regards to pictures.
Yes, Ms. Rojas, your question is?
What about the pictures? When can they be picked up? Would they be delivered?
They pay for the picture. The picture will be sent to them the week of June 10th. If they didn't pay for the pictures, they have to send me an email so I can give them the company contact information so they can order the pictures online directly with them.
Hi, Miss Paul.
Yes.
And when they have to record that little part of the song and send it
They have to do it like yesterday. So we're still gonna be getting whoever gets it done. We need to get them before Friday. No later than Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tomorrow we're gonna send you a demo of the actual song with the staff member, so you can have the full idea on the steps you need to follow to do it.
And just remember, you don't have to sing the entire song. You choose. It could be a 20-second video that we can submit, that you can submit to Ms. Mayor. It can be 25-second video, 30-second video. You decide what part of the song you would like to sing so you can contribute to the video. And then Ms. Mayor eventually will put all the pieces together and she will create the entire song.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, if you pay for the pictures will be delivered to your home the week of June 10th. If you pay for the pictures will be delivered to you with the yearbook, the senior t-shirt, and the cap and tassel. It will be mailed to you by a DOE mail carrier the week of June 10th. If your child took the picture but did not pay for the picture, you need to email me or Mr. Duran, and we will give you the company's phone number so you can order the picture online directly with the picture company.
Hi, Ms. Poe. This is Gabriel's mom. How about the iPads? He received one in the mail. So what would happen?
Don't worry about the iPads. Once we come back to the building, DOE will tell us what to do, and we will reach out to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question, though. We all wondering what we're gonna do with these devices that don't belong to us.
Yeah, I don't want to take responsibility for it.
Yeah, I understand that. Hold tight to it, and DOE will tell us what to do, and we will communicate with you guys.
Mm-hmm. As per the DOE right now, a communication was sent to us that iPads will be returned to the students' home school, but that may change. As of right now, that's the plan. So Gabriel will bring it back to MS390, but we will let you know if that changes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Anyone else? Mr. Duran, any other staff member has any comments that would like to contribute before we close?
I would like to remind all the parents that I sent a few emails today. One of them was the survey for the parents and the students. It's in Spanish and English. I sent a total like about 3 or 4 emails today. So one of them is that survey, and the others are general information about resources and the invitation for Wednesday and Thursday.
I just want to remind you all that there is study hall for math, ELA, social studies, so that any students that may be struggling with any of those topics, the schedule is posted up weekly for them, and it's also in a Google Classroom that's called Study Hall.
All right, the t-shirt sizes, we're gonna be requesting them from you sometime next week. So you're gonna get an email from me asking you for your t-shirt size so we can get your size for the order, okay? You don't have to pay for the t-shirt, you don't have to pay for the cap and tassel, and we are hoping you don't have to pay for the yearbook. So we're trying to cover all those expenses for you. Okay, so unless I come back to you on another meeting or message telling you have to pay, don't worry about it right now.
Ms. Poe,
For what is it again? I forgot. Again. I forget what
Okay, so a very good question. Someone asked about high school. Whichever school accepted your child and you know that your child is going there, all high schools will contact you to let you know when is the orientation for coming ninth graders. So you just have to make sure that your lines are available, your emails are available, because the school will reach out to you. If you don't hear from them by the second week in June, you can reach out to us. We can probably help you find out the phone number of the school so you can reach out to them and inquire about the orientation, because every school, every high school is going to have a ninth grade orientation.
All right, Miss Poe, for the yearbook, for the Spirit Days, do we have to do that ourselves? Or
No, for the Spirit Days, if you have any pictures for the Spirit Days that we already did, we are asking you to share them with us. You have until Friday to do that. And we are trying to do a Spirit Day on Monday. We want to do a virtual one. So when you go into your video conferences with your teachers, you are representing the team. We're going to send a survey tonight. And on that survey, we want you to pick the team, and the majority is going to win. So, you know, accessorize according to the team. Show your image when you are video conferencing with your teachers, so they can take pictures and share them with us, so we can put them on the yearbook. So this is the last year. The last thing we collected are spirit days and baby pictures. Anything with that, please send them our way by Friday, the latest Friday. If we don't get it from you, that means they're not gonna be part of the yearbook. Someone asked, how do you mean if it doesn't open? Oh, someone is asking somebody else. What is
I'm trying to help answer, because
All
they
right.
asked what happened if the high school doesn't open. I'm sure the school will send a letter in the mail with instructions
Yeah,
stating
thank
what's
you.
going to happen, or an email.
Thank you, Miss. Someone type in, what is the COVID-19 is still here? All right, again, if it's still here, they will tell us what to do. We all guys in this together. We are a living history, unprecedented history. We are the generation that 20 years from now is gonna look back and is gonna say, do you remember when there was no school because of the pandemic? Do you remember when we have to do online classes? Do you remember when we had to do our graduation virtually? We are living one day at a time. As soon as we know, I promise you, you will know.
Ms. Poe, I have a question about your life skills sessions. Are those mandatory?
They're not mandatory, but it's a way of enriching. Well, it's mandatory for me because I need to show that I'm utilizing my time in a way that is productive and enriching for the life of my teenagers.
Okay.
So I am expected to engage in activities that, you know, have the kids' interest somehow. If they're not part of it, if they're not there, I mean, I cannot force them, but I need to expose them to this type of information.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Poe,
Yes, I'm listening.
can you explain the spirit thing again?
The Spirit Week, we're going to send you an email, sweetheart, because we're still trying to find out what is the theme that you guys want. We want you to pick the theme. So we're going to send you a survey tonight. You pick a theme out of the 3 that we're going to share, and then the majority is going to get to do that. Anyone else? All right, if you don't have any other question, you can leave the chat, you can leave the video. If you still wanna hang around for about 5 more minutes and engage, please do so. I hope that if your parents were not in the conference, that you are able to share this. We did recorded it. So we're gonna email the recording to all the 8th grade emails so your parents can have access to it as well.
Thank you so much, Ms. Poe. I just want to tell you how grateful we are that you put this platform out there for us to reach out and stay in communication. It's like it's like they're still in the building because you guys have been so great at doing these meetings and all the classes. So I just want to say thank you.
No, thank you very much for collaborating and for supporting us. Listen, there's no school without parents and students, so we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
Thank
If
you.
if
Have a good
anyone
one.
if anyone came in late and didn't put in the attendance, please write your name on the chat so we could capture your attendance.
We're gonna keep the chat open for a few more minutes before we transition to the next meeting. We will be here listening.
Okay, very much, and you guys stay safe.
Hi, Miss Poe. This is for you, Gabriel
Yes.
Terrell's mom.
Yes,
So,
Mom.
Instead of just emailing you or calling you separate, I guess I'll just let you know now. I chose for him to go to Dream Charter School, which is walking distance from where we live now. Remember we
Okay.
spoke about the charter
Yes,
schools?
yes, I remember very well.
So he didn't get into the other charter schools, and I don't want to wait until the wait list from the high schools. I started investigating them a little more, and we
You
walked.
already make a decision. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we walked to the school, and it's a nice area. It's small, so we feel
Okay,
comfortable with
so
that.
do me a favor, Mom. You can send me an email letting me know the full name and the address of the school, so I make sure that once the records are to be delivered to the new school, they go to the right place.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're very
So,
welcome. My
we
end,
have
I'm
a-
gonna indicate. Yes.
We have a question on the chat. When is the Spanish session starting?
6:30. Español, conferencia esta noche 6:30.
El mismo ID, the same ID?
No, un ID diferente.
All right, have a good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Good night.
Otero Charter. Yes, I'm listening.
I have a question. Will the high school that my daughter's waiting for the waiting list, will she be notified via her email or my email?
No, they will call you.
Okay.
They will call you. So they will call you. And if they cannot reach you, they're gonna call me to find you.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
It's gonna be a phone call. If
Okay.
they reach you and you answer the call and you accept the offer, as soon as you hang up, you call me. Miss Poe, I want the offer. ABC school call me. So I can go at my end and make sure that I make the swap.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Miss Paul,
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
will you be resending the link? for
Yes,
the
I'm gonna be resending the link for the Spanish, correct?
Already.
Yeah, I will do that like around 6:30 because if I notice that if I send things to advance in time, people lose the link. They don't find the emails.
Yeah, but you got to do it both. You got to send it way in advance and then send it close to it because I was going crazy with email.
Okay, so I send it in advance earlier, but I'm gonna send it again in a few minutes.
All right, because I CC you on an email that it had the times but didn't have the actual link.
Yeah, I didn't have the link because if I had the link, people were gonna go. You know what happens when the link is open. So as soon as I'm ready to send that again, I'm gonna add the link. You know what time is it right now? Can somebody tell me, please?
6:11, yeah.
All right, so let me send it right now, and I'm gonna have you right here. En mi conferencia en español, 6:30. The agenda is there.
Miss, I'll join you at 6:30, okay?
Yes, miss, no problem. I'm sending everything right now.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
You're very welcome. Miran, you got the link from the calendar, right?
Actually, no, they disappear. Oh, well, they back on.
But you see them on the calendar, right?
I see the one at 5 o'clock, not the 6.
Okay, perfect. So I got to do the seat right now. So let me do that right now. Let me make sure that I added you and also Miss Varona. I think I have Miss Rios. And who else? Who else should I add? Should I add Miss Ceballos?
No, I think that they're doing the party.
Okay. All right. So here we are. All right. So I'm sending the link now, Duran, for the Spanish one.
All right.
Let me know if you see it, please. See now, Duran, I already programmed it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, perfect. All right, so anybody on the chat or just us? Hi, Jacob. Dímelo, papi. Jacob y Laura tienen que regresar a la conferencia. Yo envié otra invitación a las 6:30 para sus padres que hablan español, ¿ok? Duran, I'm going to stop the recording and you can upload the conference onto the school website.
Yeah.
You can upload it
When you get that email, share it with me.
Yeah, and also email it to all the parents, email parents that you have for the 8th grade, please.
Okay.